What is happening, everyone? It's that time of week again for the Ringmakers Weekly Roundup Review, and I believe that this is episode 8. Can't believe we've been going for 8 weeks. In this weekly show, I share cool videos that I've found from the maker community, news, and do kind of reviews and offer critique and advice and encouragement to handmade items that you have shared with me. So, if you would like to be featured on next week's show, which is every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. UK time, then post something that you've made on either Instagram or Facebook and tag me at Zebrano Woodcraft so I can see your work. Either that, or you can slip into my DMs, email, or Instagram, Facebook, whatever. If you didn't get featured this week, I'm really sorry. I've been mega busy this month. I can't even describe to you how busy. All I will say is that type 2 national insurance, type 4 national insurance, income tax plus student loan equals ouch. No, like seriously, ouch. It's been a long month, anyway, put it that way. So if you didn't get featured, sorry, just tag me again next week and maybe you'll get in. Maybe you'll get featured. Who knows? Also, there are links in the description to my free guide to making wooden rings without power tools, which is a really good resource to get you kind of started on your ring making journey. Pop in your email address, and then over the course of a week, you'll get sent a series of resources that are really helpful. And you will also find out more information about my online course called Next Level Wooden Rings, which is open for enrollment, and the students have been making some really amazing stuff. So the links to everything are in the description. So let's kick things off, shall we? I think I'll start with my comment of the week, which came on a YouTube video of mine called How to Make Like a Macrame Bracelet. And this dude went in on me. Clifford went in, bro. Basically, to summarize, he said that you completely suck as a teacher, instructor, or journeyman. Is this how you learned? Through no help from your mentor because of his fast talk and little practical help? So honestly, I can see why this guy got so angry, because macrame is actually one of the most frustrating and enraging things that you'll ever do. But in response, I'm really sorry, dude. I know that I sped up portions of the video. All of these YouTube videos, I kind of like them to be sort of educational, but sort of entertaining at the same time. So, you know, some bits, I didn't think, honestly, that anyone would want to sit around watching someone tie knots for 15 minutes. So I sped the whole thing up. As someone who's on this journey of trying to become like an edupreneur, someone who, you know, is trying to make their career in teaching other people. It hurt a little bit to hear someone tell me that I suck as a teacher. But, you know, dude was doing macrame. It's infuriating, so can't blame him. I think on next week's show, I'll do like the worst comment of the week and the nicest comment of the week, just to get a little bit of balance. But alas, we're on to the news section. So I've got a couple of things to report this week. First up, there's a virtual craft fair. Jamie's Page has organised this virtual craft fair, which runs from 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. GMT, British time, on the 30th of January, which I believe is Saturday. He's got some amazing makers on there. All sorts of cool kind of wood turners, woodworkers, and artists. What's this? Art of Fire. What do these guys do? Glass blowing. Sick. So that is on Saturday, starting at 10 a.m. British time. Come over to Jamie's Page, JP Woodwork on YouTube. He's got this upcoming live event, and all the running schedule is there. Or there's this website, virtuallycrafty.com. Okay, also on Saturday the 30th of January, my boy Terry from Chestnut Products is also running an online quiz at 7:15 p.m. So again, come over to Chestnut Products, and I put the links in the description. But yeah, Chestnut Products quiz night is on Saturday the 30th, 7:15 p.m. Should be a really good laugh. So also on the 4th of February, which is in 7 days, next Thursday, is it? I think. At 7:15 p.m. He's doing a Conkers live with Emma Cook, the Tiny Turner, which should also be very informative and a lot of fun. So yeah, check out the links below for Chestnut Products quiz night, where you can actually win £50 towards a £50 donation towards a charity of your choice, and also the Conkers live with Emma the Tiny Turner. So next we have some cool videos for you to check out. So I found 2 awesome YouTube videos that I'm sure you will enjoy watching, as well as 1 Instructables, which I think will be really, really helpful. So the first video is from Rob and Pete's workshop, and they made a video of the making of the Ring of Barahir, which I believe is Aragorn's ring from Lord of the Rings, and basically the video is really nicely made, some beautiful videography, and the final piece looks absolutely epic as well. Their channel, I believe, is dedicated to like Lord of the Rings jewelry, which I just think is super cool. So yeah, go and check them out, Rob and Pete's workshop. And this next video was absolutely awesome. Brothers make, and they made a giant Nerf crossbow, which was just such a cool idea, and also the video is absolutely awesome as well. It's got a really funny cinematic ending, so go and check out Brothers Make, where they made a Nerf crossbow, and look at this swanky intro they've got. It's so cool. So yeah, really nice guys. I met them at Maker Central. Hopefully I'll get to have beers with them again soon. And they've only had like 6,000 views, which I think is just a travesty. Let's see if we can bump that view count up, eh? Alright, so next was a awesome Instructable. So this is on Instructables.com by Resin and Woodworld, where they made a 2-layer glow ring. Batteries not included. And look how cool these rings look. I've gone through and had a look at the tutorial. It's really comprehensive. The rings look extremely well made. And it's just cool to see people posting things on Instructables, you know? I haven't posted there for a really long time. So go and check this one out. They've kind of detailed all of the materials and the resins and the glow powders and kind of how to do everything. So yeah, check it out. 2-layer glow ring by Resin and Woodworld on Instructables. Okay, so before I get into this week's submissions, just quickly do a maker shout out. And the maker I would like to shout out this week, who I find very inspiring on Instagram, is Gabriel Junk Art on Instagram. Gabriel Deshaw is a sculptor and upcycler from Indianapolis, Indiana, and he just makes such cool masks and stuff out of like recycled Gucci handbags and all sorts of things that he finds. Like for example, this one is the Triborg Smoke LV from Mortal Kombat. It's just so cool. He's also done loads of things like Stormtrooper helmets and like Scorpion masks, Sub-Zero masks. So yeah, follow Gabriel Junk Art on Instagram. Not that he needs my shout out because he's got like 50,000 followers or something. But yeah, he makes like super cool masks and upcycled art. And I think that you'll all enjoy it. I think you'll all enjoy it as much as what I do. Let's get into you guys' submissions then. So this one was sent to me by Brandon Bennett. It came via email. And Brandon said, "These are my first 2 Bentwood rings I made to replace me and my wife's wedding bands. They're made of mahogany burl. Ooh, swanky, classy. And it took me about 12 hours to make them both. And then he just said, thank you very much. I watched your YouTube videos a bunch of times and they helped. So yeah, I've kind of examined the photographs closely. I can't really find anything, anything wrong with them. I think they are really well made, to be honest, especially for a first attempt. There is a little bit of fluff poking off of one of them in the photograph, but that can't be helped. And I think my only real kind of critique really would be to just practice more, so you can cut down that build time. It normally takes me about like an hour and a half to make a simple ring like that. So, I mean, if you can cut down the build time, then, you can make more rings. And also from like a commercial point of view, you can you can charge less because you don't have to charge for 12 hours of your time or whatever. But excellent work, Brandon. Thank you so much for sharing. Considering those are your first two, I think that you're going to be making some awesome stuff going into the future. Keep it up, man. Okay, so up next, Town Woodworks. Town Woodworks sent me originally a DM into my Facebook with a picture of a ring. But honestly, after stalking their Instagram page, I was actually more drawn to this pendant. I think it's a cool design. It's made with azurite and lapis lazuli in walnut with sterling silver. So I think the design is very interesting. I kind of like that in a kind of band on the offset hole for the pendant. I like the kind of the opals. Is it opals or azurite? I think you said azurite, lapis lazuli. Kind of look like a geode on the inside. I don't know. I find that really interesting. It's a nice aesthetic. I like the inlays around the outside of the wood just to add like an extra element of techness. I think it did mention in the post that the pendant is finished with Lumi UV. Yeah, it's finished with a Lumi UV. I mean, I'd imagine you could probably just leave something like this just, waxed or oiled. But, if that finish works for you, then so be it. I think my only real thing I would like to see if I was to buy one for myself would be, I'd like a kind of a different hardware at the top, or just like a plain string to hang it from. But that's just personal preference from my end. I think that these are a really interesting product, and I'm sure you will sell a few. And they don't look very easy to make as well. So big up Town Woodworks. Hope you pick up a few followers and a few sales. This next submission was sent, or I was tagged by I Am the Third on Instagram. And it is an antler ring with turquoise inlay and a metal core. So my immediate thoughts would be well done on the thin turquoise inlay. It's quite difficult to, get a nice thin straight line. I'd say the antler also looks like it's machined well to fit with that inner metal core. There's no kind of any bulging gaps between the core and the antler. I can't really tell what type of finish is over the antler. I would probably gravitate towards CA glue or UV resin, and then, really polish that up to make it nice and shiny. But this looks more like kind of a natural finish. It looks like it's just been kind of oiled or waxed or something. Again, it's just my personal preference. As for the inside, I think that maybe just a quick whip around the inside with a polishing compound or two on a rotary tool, and that would kind of bring out like a nice mirror shine, as I could just see a few minor scratches on the inside. But that's me seriously nitpicking. Great work, and I'm sure that as you experiment more, you'll make some awesome stuff, bro. I will stick with my guns though. Deer antlers do smell like death when you work with them, so just make sure you're in a well ventilated area and be very, very mindful of that dust. The next submission was from Itinerant Treasure. on Instagram. I love this silver ring. It's inspired by forest bark, and it's a heavy sterling silver gents ring. I think that looks awesome. Love the rustic aesthetic. I love how that outside of the ring does properly resemble a tree bark, and the patina kind of really sets it off as well, makes all those details pop out. I love it. I think it's really cool. And I think that's about all I can say, really. I would maybe remove the peg from the photo. I don't think it's really adding to another piece at all. But I know what it's like trying to get rings that kind of stay in the same place when you're taking photos of them. Maybe just use a bit of blue tack on the bottom, and then you can stick the ring on it, and kind of move your camera around however you like. But yeah, super cool ring. I love that entire... I love everything about it. It's great. Itinerant treasure, everyone. Alright, next was on the Ringmakers group, William J Unverferth Sr. Epic name for a start. And he made a sterling band plus a centre pinch from a coin, soldered, polished and antique finished. And he said, left the insert darker to highlight the design. And he also said, I left it pretty chunky for you. So, I do love the chonk, bro. I do love a chunky silver ring. And also, again, I like the kind of patinaed, almost kind of rustic look to this. I'm not sure what a pinch from a coin is. I'm guessing that's like a design of the center of a coin or something. Like an old silver coin. Looks cool though. Really interesting idea. It looks like something you might find in the mud at an ancient battlefield site. I think it looks awesome. Who is next? Alright, and I think this ring is the one that gets the thumbnail this week. Really impressed by this one. It's from Clinton Irving Tattoos. Sick tattoo artist. And it's cool to see how creative skills can be transferred into other medium. So this one is a bone ring. And he's kind of gone over it and sort of shaped it into like a almost like biomechanical kind of Geiger-esque design, which is something I haven't really seen before on a wood or a bone ring. So really interesting concept. Kind of reminds me like of the inside of a xenomorph nest. Super sick. So yeah, Clinton Irving Tattoos. I reckon you've got the thumbnail there, bro. Great work. Can't wait to see more of these, I don't know, organic biomechanical designs from you. I think they just look super interesting. So guys, that is it for another week. So guys, that's it for another week. I have been your host, Dan Reese from Zebrano Woodcraft. You can tag me to get your work featured on next week's show. If you have any news you'd like to share, if you're like a shop or something, then hit me up. If you have found any cool YouTube videos you think you would like me to share, check out all the links in the descriptions. And leave me some nice comments. Which of these rings did you think was best? Did you like the videos I shared? Do you have any opinions about anything I talked about? Is anyone else being left penniless by the tax man? Hit me up. I'll see you next week. I think that's it.